Oh, shoot. I need powder. Why I look oily? Call the press. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Sanchez, where you been? Mm-hmm. Great to see you. Great to see you. Ooh. Hello, Yusuf. How you doing? Ooh. I took a nap. Thank you. I took a nap and I rubbed off half my makeup, so you see what you see. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to do some damage control. You are a boy. Am I? Yes, I'm a boy. Yep. Welcome to Transformation Central, where I transform from a boy to a girl. Welcome. I'm gay. Maybe so. I don't know. Welcome. Welcome to coming out the closet. You didn't know you was gay, but now you are. Welcome. 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 We can all come out the closet together. Let's get our words together to tell our family that we are choosing something different. Let's get our speech together to tell the family that we are coming out the closet. Mom, Dad, I have been your child for a very long time. But as you can see, I'm an adult now. I pay my own bills. I drive a car to a job. I make my own bed. I fix my own dinner. Every day. Every day since I left your house. Hello, country life. Welcome back. Ever since I left your house, mom and dad. I have been taking care of myself, doing my own thing. I got my own friends. Okay? I got my own hobbies, things I like to do, activities, adventures I go on by myself and sometimes with my friends. But I gathered you here today because I've heard some things. And I'm here to set the record straight. Whatever you was thinking about me is true, mom and dad. It is true. It's true. And no Bible gonna fix this. I've already made my decision on who I want to be and what I want to do in life. Okay? Now you can get mad at my decision. You can get upset. You can disown me if you want to. But the decision already been made. These bills been paid for a long time. So you have a choice. Either you still want to be my parents, or you want to be blocked out of my life. And that means everything that happens in my life, my achievements, my success, the kids I may have, your chance of being a grandparent. You have a choice. But I'm going to go on with my life and do what I want to do. Thank you. Now that is a speech that you can give to your mama Nim if you coming out the closet or whatever you got going on. Oh, Jerry, somebody said I was gay. Somebody in this chat said I was gay. So I'm letting them know if I was, that's a speech I would give my parents. Because I wouldn't be living a secret if I was. I wouldn't live no secret life. You gonna get this speech, and then we gonna part ways if we have to. I'm not scared of family. Okay? I ain't scared of family or whatever they talking about. Hello, Jose. Welcome. I ain't scared of no family talking about we gonna disown you. So what? Next. Okay? I'm a person who lives in my truth. I don't know about nothing else. Do you have a girlfriend? No. I don't have no girlfriend, but if I did, I would live in my truth. I'm not scared to be proud and loud. Okay? There are a lot of people who are scared to live their truth. I have no idea why, especially when these people don't pay your bills. They don't pay your bills. Thank you, Jose. Hello, LOFB. Gay means happy. Why they get... I mean, it can mean a couple of things nowadays. So, I'm just saying. Live your truth. That's a message from Livia Flair. Live your truth. Especially on my live stream. Don't come on here trying to be something else. Live your truth. Live your truth. Ain't no use in being scared. Do all the things that you want to do. Live out loud. Have fun with your life. Stop being scared. Stop living in secret. That's all I got to say about that. Okay. Today I went to go volunteer at the YMCA to help the seniors with their cell phones. I went to go do that this morning. That was an interesting conversation. A lot of learning about AI. I talked to them about AI and on their phones and stuff like that. I showed them how AI works, the Chat GPT. They was in shock. Oh my God, what is this stuff? I showed them that AI even makes music now. You can make music, which I think is kind of scary for real artists. Did you hear my? Probably so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to help. I want to help seniors, like on a live stream type of deal. Maybe I have a live stream for seniors and talk to them about their cell phones and stuff like that. That would be neat. But I was talking to them about AI. They was and I had the AI talk, and they was like, "Oh my God!" But I showed them AI can make music. I made a song. Maybe I'll post a song that I made. I'm gonna post a song that I made in uh in a post on YouTube. It's gonna be a post, and I'm gonna post it so you can listen to it. But it is kind of scary that AI can make music like that so easily. That means it's gonna be very hard, very difficult for real artists to, uh, the people who are already famous. It's not gonna be hard for them. If you're already a Lizzo or Beyonce, that's not going to affect you as much. It's the new people coming up that's going to have the hardest time competing with AI, because it's almost seamless and flawless. Yeah. So I'm gonna post mine so y'all can listen to it and see what y'all think. But it's very scary. But that's the world we living in. They trying to force AI down our throats, and if you don't learn it, you don't learn how to use it, you may be left behind. There it go. There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm. Strive to be less predictable. Can I tell you a secret? What secret you got to tell me? If it's a secret, it's already out in the open. We already out here. What? Not the chasing robot. I ain't seen that one. See, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to be walking down the street and all of a sudden a robot, a Terminator X is chasing me down the street. I ain't got time for that. They can't be playing games with certain people because that robot bill got chopped down the size. Yeah, go ahead. What is it? Tell me. It happens in LA? I know that's right. I know that's right. Keep on hustling. AI is a gift and a curse. It's good and it's evil. On the bad part, it's going to take away people's job. It's also damaging to our environment, our resources, and all that. At the same time, so I think they need to find a better way to cool down them servers, because using our water, that ain't it. They need to find another way. What is it? And then AI is good because you can create businesses, ideas, all kinds of. I got several ideas that I've already created. I just need the money to do the thing. I created about 3 apps on 3 apps with AI. I created, what else did I create? I create all kinds of series and stuff like that. I create a lot of stuff that if I have money to move it, it will do something. I created my own products through AI that are unique, that will probably sell really well. They just need like money behind it to get it started. Other than that, AI is great. AI is great for brainstorming, getting your ideas together, and you don't have to call your uncle, your grandma, or nobody and try to figure out stuff. You could just look. You can just ask AI to help you develop your ideas and stuff like that, answer your questions and all that kind of stuff. I got several things on. I mean, I got so many pages and PDFs and stuff. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's like brought my creativity, even though it is its own creative thing. It has made me bring out my creativity. It has made me brainstorm more. I'm constantly thinking more. I know they say AI can what is that? Can make you lazy in thinking and stuff like that. But I don't think that. I don't think it makes you lazy in thinking. I think that because you got to read the responses and listen to the responses that it says, you know what I mean? You are learning something. And especially if you allow it to ask you questions back. Mine, I told mine to answer, when I bring up something, to reinforce that thought into my mind and ask me questions so that I get a better understanding, and it's in my memory. So when you ask the AI to make sure it asks you questions back so you can understand what you're learning, because it can teach you how to code, it can teach you languages, it can teach you all these special things. And with the video editing, it has taken video editing to a whole nother level. So if you're already a person who loves to edit videos and manipulate this and that, you're gonna be a superstar in that. It takes a lot of creativity to write those prompts to create those video edits that people do. It's not just as easy. And that's what I'm talking about. Still in charge. What if AI can help make or AI what? I don't know. Each AI trains the other AI. So they're like training each other. Each model trains the other model. But if you haven't used it, don't be scared to use it. I mean, it's either use it or not have a job. That's what it's getting down to. They introduced AI at my job. We got our own form of chat GPT at work. The only difference with the work one is it's kind of dumbed down. It ain't on that level of a regular chat GPT. It's kind of a dumbed down AI at work. So it's not fun. Right. Well, it still need people because you know what? Right now, AI is gathering its information from information and data that's already on the internet. And then the second part is the people pouring their thoughts and ideas into it, which also trains it. So, but the only thing is, people forget not everything is on the internet. So the AI can only scrape so much and look at so much. I mean, get some people's input, and that's it. There's a lot of stuff that's still not on the internet. Hello, Jayla. There's so much stuff that's just not on the internet yet. I know that sounds crazy, but it is. Everything's not online. Everything ain't online. So, AI is great, you know, for helping you further yourself. We talking about AI and the use of AI. AI is great for, helping you get a better understanding and develop your ideas and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good tool. They keep saying it's a replacement, but I'm gonna say that it's just a tool. It's a tool to use to make your businesses, your ideas better. That's it. But I'm gonna post my song so y'all can listen to it. I think it's neat. It's crazy. When I heard that song, hello Hellcat, welcome back. When I heard that song that I wrote the lyrics to, and I heard AI sing it, it was surreal. It's like, oh my God, this is really a song. This is really a song. You gonna give me a shout out? Oh, okay. So yeah, I think that's interesting. I think AI is interesting in that aspect. So don't be scared. Try it out. You might learn something. You might create the best product ever. Yeah, I need to put it on. I'm gonna post it on my channel. So when you go to my channel, go to my post and you will see it. What happened to your hair? I don't know. What happened to it? Hello, Emma. How you doing? Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to What Happened to Livia's Hair. Oh my God. What happened to your hair? I don't know, Jay. I don't know. Somebody came through and sprayed me with strawberry blonde paint. That's what happened. I don't know. Right now, we experiment with different hair. So just walk with me. Walk with me. You gotta try something new. You gotta keep people on their toes, keep people guessing. You don't never know what you're gonna get when you come on this live stream. I'm here to keep you entertained. Wasn't that Afro puff? I don't know. We don't know. We might get mermaid hair. We may get a 30-inch bust down. I don't know. I don't know what's next. It'll be fun. I promise. It'll be something fun, something interesting. When I went to go volunteer this morning at my to teach the seniors, the lady, as soon as I walked in, oh my God, I love your hair. I love your hair. They loved it. Okay. They love the hair. They love the nails. I did the nails today. They love that. You know what I mean? They love it. Oh my God, I love your hair. So, I like to keep things interesting and different. Pick some and stick. No, I don't want to stick with anything. Not right now. Right now, I'm in a discovery zone. Discovering what I like, what I don't like, and all that kind of stuff. So you got to walk with me. You got to stay on this journey and walk with me while I discover what I want to do with my hair. You understand? We on this journey together. Thank you, Sid Chaz. Thank you. We on this journey together. So, you running away. Well, keep running away. You're going to come back anyway eventually. So, there's that. You'll be back. You'll be back, and I'll be here waiting with my red wig all the way down to my butt. Wavy. Looking like the girl from Brave. I like this. I like to change it up. I love to change it up. I used to have some hair that was like 40 some inches. Boy, they used to get the heads turning. They used to get the heads turning at 40 inches of hair. It was long. All down to almost down to the floor. I know, yes, yes. I love a good red. Now red brings out, I don't know, brings out a certain mood in me. Every hair changes your character just a tad, just a little bit. Now I have not done nothing extreme like pink, blue, green. I don't those colors I can't do. But reds, browns, blacks, blondes, I think that's fine. Anything other than that, I don't think I would do. I wouldn't do a pink or blue or nothing like that. Not that I can't. I could. I could come on here and you would see that. But I wouldn't do that. So, this is much color as you're gonna get from me. Blonde, red, that kind of stuff. But keep coming back so you can see which kind of hair I'm gonna wear every time I live stream. Keep you on your toes. People like this kind of stuff out in public. I had a woman come up to me one day and she was like, a woman came up, thank you, Emma. I had a woman come up to me and she was like, oh my God, I've been looking for that color forever. I've been trying to get my hair that exact color. How did you do it? I said, girl, I just went to the beauty supply store. I looked at the packages of wigs. I looked at the color, the number color, and I said, oh my God, I have got to have it. And I put it on my head, and the rest is history. That's it. She looked at me like, I'm like, ma'am, this is just a slap on. You just slap it on and keep walking. You don't have to change your whole hair history life. You just slap the wig on and call it a day. You change wigs. You don't have to go to the salon to try something that you only really want for a month or so. You don't have to go to the salon and pay $1,000 for a hair dye job and then find out your husband don't like the color. And he looking at you like, I can't believe you dyed your hair. I can't believe you dyed your hair that color. Turn him off. So do temporary. Get you a wig, put the hair. There's a lot of women, religious wise, that wear wigs to hide their natural hair. There's a lot of women that do that. So wigs are not uncommon. People have been wearing wigs since the dawn of time. Okay? Wear what you want. Yeah, wigs are easier. Not you put your foot on the gas. People are very interesting. They ask you all kind of crazy questions. Like, ma'am, just put it on. Put it on. I had a woman come to me at work, at my job, and come up to me. I'm sitting at my desk. I had my natural hair, my regular natural hair out. And she said, I prefer when you wear your natural hair. I said, thank you, but I don't wear my natural hair all the time because it's a lot to take care of and it's a lot to do and get ready for the day. And sometimes you just never satisfied with the result. And so she's like, oh, it can't be that hard. It can't be that hard. All you got to do is just, put some water in it and just go. What? Ma'am, have you seen? And then I told her, I said, I think you need to watch YouTube. I think you need to go and watch YouTube videos on how black women manage, style, their natural hair. It's not just put water in it and walk out the door. It's not a plant. I'm not a flower. Not a flower. You know, it involves detangling and all this, the co-wash, washing, the styling cream, the all this to get it into an acceptable state. Okay, it takes a lot. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I think you need to go watch YouTube, and then come back and let me know what you see. Coming to me talking about, well, it's not that hard. You ain't had this hair. You ain't had this type of hair to style. You ain't had this type of hair, so leave me alone. I know that's right, said Chaz. So people don't think sometimes before they ask you stuff. It's like, you know this hair. You know it's different to manage. You know. And you see you asking me. Yes, she was, Jerry. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And she ain't spoke to me ever since after that. After that, she never came up to my desk no more. She never came to that desk ever again. After I looked at her and said, you need to go watch YouTube. She ain't never came back. And I used to have candy at my desk. That's why people would come up to my desk trying to make small talk. Because I had that candy bowl. That candy bowl, draw them all in. Do you wear party hats? What the hell that mean? Oh, not you. Do you wear party hats? What is she talking about? Boy, people are strange. People are strange. Right. She must have been high. Cause what is she talking about? Do you wear party hats? What she talking about? That sounds crazy. People act like they just don't know. They just don't know stuff. It's like, why are you asking me these crazy ass questions? What's going on? What's going on? I can accept when people come up to me, like in the grocery store. I've had people come up to me because I'm looking at a certain sauce, or like since I'm a confident shopper, I go in the grocery store. I know exactly what I want. I don't sit there and wander around trying to figure out what's the best product. I already know what the best product is. At one time, I was making spaghetti. No, I was making lasagna. And I know the sauce that I want. Okay, I know the sauce I want. So I pick it up and put it in the cart. This man standing next to me, he said, you just picked that up, put it in the cart. Is that good? And I said, yes, it is. Then he looks at his jar of ragu, and he's like, I don't know if I should get this now. I'm like, well, I don't know if you should get it either. I know what I'm about to get, this right here. He looking at the price. I'm looking at the quality. Okay? He worried about price. I'm worried about the quality. And I picked the quality. The stuff I know. If you don't feel like making it from scratch, the stuff I know that's going to taste good. Okay? The stuff I know. So you can pick your ragu if you want to. It may take you a minute to flavor that up. Okay? But I know what I like. And don't you know he stood there for a minute and he grabbed what I got because he knew. I was so confident in what I was picking up. He picked it up, put it in his damn cart. I'm a confident shopper. I don't go. People come up to me all the time. You tried that before? Yes, plenty of times. Confident shopper. I don't mess around. I don't sit there wandering around looking at. I don't do all that. I don't do all that. I pick up, put it in the car. See those on people back. I never seen that. I'm confident though. I'm confident in the produce section. I see some of y'all. Hello YouTuber. I see some of y'all in the store. Oh, the little boo boos. I seen them things. I'm like, why are y'all grown people, adults, walking around with keychain stuffed teddies on your purse and backpack or whatever y'all doing? You know that light on the back there? What light? What are you talking about? But yeah, I'm confident. I see people in the produce section at the grocery store. They trying to figure out which watermelon to pick, which pineapple to pick. I look at it and I pick the one I know to be right. I don't have to stand there all day. Pancakes. I know. See, there you go, Sanchez. There you go. That's why there are so many people that struggle with grocery shopping. They struggle. They don't know what to buy. I've seen so many grocery carts full of just frozen food. That's all they buying because that's all they know how to do, which is crazy work. There are so many people that don't know what to do. They complain that the groceries is high, but what they buying is frozen food. Those items are expensive. Okay? And my mom and them have always taught me you can buy something cheap in certain cases, but in certain situations, you need that quality. You need that quality. You can't cheapen out on certain things. There's some things you can cheap out on, that you can get away with, but there are certain things you cannot cheap out on. You just cannot do it. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Your family gonna notice, and they ain't gonna like you. Okay, they are not gonna like you. That's like chicken nuggets. Okay, chicken nuggets is a family favorite for people that don't know how to cook. But if you get cheap chicken nuggets, you get them too cheap, your kids are gonna spit them out back into your face and say, "What the hell is that? That ain't McDonald's." Higher quality. Your kids may look at you and say, "I love you." Okay? There are just certain things you just cannot cheap out on. You can probably get away with cheap ketchup. You can probably get away with cheap mustard. Stuff like that. You can even nowadays get away with cheap hamburger buns and stuff like that. A long time ago, you couldn't. You had to buy quality. But nowadays, the cheaper ones are kind of stepping on the toes of the regular ones. So you can get away with that. But there are certain things you cannot substitute. It ain't gonna be right. Yeah, the chicken nugget, man. They got some chicken nuggets right now that are too good. That taste like Chick-fil-A used to taste. And that's that bear chicken in a bag, that green bag. And they know they good because they sell them for $13 a bag. And you only get 20 nuggets. 20 nuggets for $15. It's like, what the hell? $13.99. Oranges was That's crazy. Why the oranges got a call? Man, I'm telling you right now, the grocery store is like I don't know. It's just unreal nowadays going in there. You don't know what you're gonna come out with, because you could come out with 5 items and it costs you $60, or come out with 5 items and it costs you $20. Okay? But then that $20 one is the stuff you really don't want, you really don't like, or you really don't really need. It's just cheaper. Not them Dino Bites. Yeah, Chick-fil-A used to be good, but now they got artificial chicken. The chicken, when you bite into it, it's shred up. Like somebody took a blender to your chicken sandwich and just blended up your chicken and put it on a bun. I don't know what the hell they undid to the chicken. But I tell you who's the copycat. That Bear Chicken. Bear Chicken makes the patties, makes tenders, makes nuggets. I'm telling you right now, buy you some of that Bear Chicken, get you a bun, butter your bun, and cook it on the stove or in the oven, the bun, and then get you that Bear Chicken. Let me tell you something. It tastes just like Chick-fil-A. Tastes just like they did something. I don't know where that company stole Chick-fil-A recipe, but that chicken tastes like Chick-fil-A or something. So, but it's expensive. It's the most expensive chicken I have ever seen. Frozen chicken I've ever seen. It's like, what? Why am I paying $13 to $15 for some chicken? But once your family, see, then another thing is, once your family get a hold of that chicken, they ain't gonna want nothing else. They ain't gonna want no other patty. So you gotta tread carefully. Once you buy something like that, expensive like that, you gotta keep it up. If you can't keep it up, they're gonna be pissed at you. This ain't the chicken that you had last. This ain't the chicken you had last week. What is this chicken? You can't go high quality and then go down. It don't always work. Going back down to lower quality. So once you go high, you gotta stay up there. Now my mama, she'll go cheap. She'll go cheap on certain things, but she will not go cheap on butter. There are certain butters she will get, but she will not buy cheap butter. That margarine, that country crock, that I can't believe it's not butter because it ain't butter. She won't buy that. You will never see that in my mama refrigerator. You will never see, I can't believe it's not butter, country crock, blue bonnet, all of that imperial butter. You will never see that in my mama kitchen. You will never see that. Thank you, I am. Boy, I am be coming in. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. My mama don't mess with quality. She will only buy certain protein, certain milk. She's very picky about those things. She will not dip down on quality. But that butter, she can tell you use cheap butter in your food. She can tell. She buys Kinder seasonings. She loves their Kinders or Tennessee seasonings. She'll go to Tennessee to get them Tennessee seasonings and stuff. Your daughter got always be posting on. What channel she posting on? But my mama, she don't compromise on that. Thank you, Zeb. That's what channel she posting on? Now you got me being nosy. Hello, Soft Light. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, my mama, boy, I wish y'all could sit down at the table when my mama be cooking all this stuff. It's all quality. She don't dip down on. She don't go cheap. She don't go cheap. She don't know how. She don't know how. I can go a little. I can go down in quality just a tad. A tad. Not a lot. I won't go down too much. It's mid-afternoon where you at. Mid-afternoon. Where the hell you at? It's 7:51 p.m. in the great state of Indiana where we got corn in churches. It's 7 p.m., 7:51 p.m. in the great state of Indiana, Saturday night. This is the night where everybody gets to rocking and rolling in the church, getting that Bible ready for Sunday. It's like the Saturday before the Super Bowl of churches. You in Georgia? Ooh, you in Georgia. Like, y'all got a lot going on in Georgia. A lot of heat. A lot of stuff going on in Georgia. I miss Georgia. I was in Georgia last October. I was there in Georgia. I had a good time. The only thing is, everybody kept coming up to me talking about they know me from somewhere. The man at the TSA counter, that check you in, check your ID or whatever you want to call it. He stopped me. There's a whole row, 2-3 hours worth of people behind me. And he stopped me. He said, I have seen you somewhere. I said, sir, you seen me in this line. You ain't seen me. He said, no. He said, what you do? You do something. I said, I don't do nothing. I said, I got a YouTube channel. He said, what you do? You dance or something? I said, no, I don't dance. He said, what you do? I said, I don't know. I be talking about relationships and crazy stuff, just everyday stuff. And he was like, He said, nah, I seen you so. I mean, so many people came up to me. The lady at the bar, I was at a concert. The lady at the bar, she stopped in her tracks. I have seen you. I said, ma'am, I haven't been down to Georgia in years. Where you see me at? I said, you see me on YouTube? She said, nah, I seen you before. I know I seen. I said, ma'am, you ain't seen me. I don't know what to tell you. Not becoming a celebrity. You ever been to the Grove? What's the Grove? I ain't never been there. I ain't never been no Grove. But people always say they know me, which is so funny. Not play none. I'm not playing none. Look, I don't know. I don't know where these people could have seen me before. Where you see me at? Where you see me? I'm in Indiana. I ain't went nowhere in a while. I barely go out of town. Where you see me? Not everybody in Indiana ain't looking at me in this live stream. I don't know. Maybe people do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm that recognizable. If you see me outside, you probably wouldn't know who I am or what. But for a flight to Hawaii, no, I haven't seen it. But I've been to Hawaii. Lovely, lovely place. If you haven't been, you should go. While they still allow tourists. Because I don't think the locals are, I think the locals may be tired of tourists and stuff like that. But you better go while they still like y'all. I haven't seen no flight tickets in a minute. But they probably high. But then again, they should be cheap because ain't that many people flying. Some of that stuff should be cheap. Ain't that many people flying on no plane. Now when them planes been having problems, the whole wing coming off, the engine coming off. I can't imagine sitting on the plane looking out the window, all of a sudden the tip of the wing come off. And the pilot not concerned. I heard Spirit Airlines flew through a hurricane. And Spirit Airlines ain't had an accident since. Ain't never had an accident in its whole thing. In its whole business history. It has never had a plane crash. Ain't that amazing? The real cheap, the Dollar General of airplanes ain't had no crashes at all. But all these other ones been on crash all the time. All kind of problems. You can go 200 feet without an engine. Not with me on board. Not with me on board. You can no, you can't. No, you can't go no 200 feet without no engine. Not with me on the plane. I don't think so. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, I can't do that. I seen somebody did a simulation of an airplane crash, and a passenger became crazy and broke into the cockpit. And I guess that's why they have two. They have no, not broke into the cockpit. The one of the pilots. That's what it was. One of the pilots had to use the bathroom or something. And I guess that's why they have a certain rule now that they changed. He had to use the bathroom. The other pilot locked the door, locked the pilot out, and the other pilot drove the plane into, there you go, co-pilot. Took the plane and drove it straight into the mountain and killed everybody on board. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Horrible. Horrible. The man was banging on the door for the co-pilot to let him in. And he wouldn't let him in and then crashed into the mountain. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I'm kind of scared to fly on planes nowadays, especially overseas somewhere. But, you know, a lot of people have been taking flights here and there, you know, as far as I know. I've seen people a lot on TikTok. They've been taking them flights. They ain't scared to take them flights. You packing at the same time. You moving to Tennessee. That's what I'm talking about. Make a change. Make a change. Go on to Tennessee, have you some fun. Get on Bill Street. Go to them rib festivals. Get you some good ribs and stuff, and have a good time. Get that barbecue. You know, get into them Tennessee churches. The church off the chain. I tell you that right now. Church off the chain. You go to Tennessee. My cousin lived in Tennessee. She was married briefly. And she was in Tennessee. And at the church, the women in the front pew, no drawers on. No drawers on in the front pew of the church. I said, what kind of church is that? And how you know? No drawers. They all trying to entice the pastor because he was single. He was single. They trying to get him to look their way. You gotta be careful about the church. They'll tell you when you go down there to them Tennessee churches, they'll tell you about how them women are hot. Them women are hot. You looking for a hot woman? Go down to them Tennessee churches. Them women are hot. They on fire down there. Okay? Be careful. Be careful. If you a man and you step in one of them Tennessee churches, be careful. You gonna end up with somebody. It may be by force. I don't know. But be careful. Them women down there at that Tennessee church, they ready. They ready to give you the goods and God at the same time. Be careful. I heard a lot of stories about them. They hot. They hot. You been looking for somebody hot and bothered? They got him down at the church, hot and bothered. But Tennessee's a good place. Fun. A lot of activities. A lot of good food. A lot of friendliness. A lot of friendly people. Hey, woo woo! A lot of friendly people in Tennessee. You're going to have a good time. You're going to have a good time. Just don't tell everybody your business. You don't need to tell everybody your business. They're asking you why you moving down there. You say, I just, I'm here. You got to talk to people like you in an interview. You talk to strangers like you in an interview. And just say, I'm just here to just, for some better opportunities. That's it. You don't need to tell everybody about your kids or your husband or your job or what you there doing. You gotta be secretive.
I got a package.
What is it?
Today. It's at the mailbox.
All right. Hold on. So all I know is you don't need to tell all your business. House singing. I know that's right, Jerry. The only 10 I see. House singing. What's singing? I'm gonna post my song on my channel. I ain't gonna sing it. I'll tell you what it's called. It's called Back to Me. Back to Me. I'll post it on there so y'all can listen to the soothing voice of AI Livia Flair. But it's a man singing. It ain't no woman singing. It's a man. It's a man type song, to be honest. It's a man song. I mean, it's for anybody, but particularly it's a man song. Yeah, cause some of y'all be calling me a man and stuff. So it's a man type songs for men and for you. Enjoy. When I get off here, I'll post it so you can listen to the smooth voice of the AI Livia Flair. I'll do that for y'all. But I'm glad you moving. Sometimes you gotta move out of your environment, especially when you tired of the people around you. And be mysterious. Be mysterious. Don't let nobody know your every move. Be mysterious. Don't be too friendly. Everybody ain't your friend. Be mysterious. Sometimes y'all gotta move. Sometimes y'all been wondering why stuff ain't working out where you at. It's time to go. Time to move. Move on. Move on to a better place. Okay? Move. If you living in California, you might want to stay in California, to be honest. But if you live in Alabama, okay, and you get chased down the street by racist people every other weekend, every weekend your feet hurt because you running from racist people and all this crazy stuff, and it may be time to move. You can go to a racist state and go to a little bit less racist state. Maybe a little bit less racist. Okay? Go from a 10 on the racism level and go down to like an 8. And an 8 would be like Indiana, where I'm at, or North Carolina or Virginia. I'm gonna say Virginia's at the bottom. Virginia's at the bottom. Go to like Alabama. Virginia, Alabama, then Kentucky, then Texas. Yeah, it goes in that order. It goes from down and up. Go to a state that has less issues. That has less issues. We still have sundown towns here in Indiana. We have an alarm that goes off every day, Friday at 11 a.m. First I was like, what the hell is that alarm for? Every morning at 11 a.m. on Friday is that alarm going off. And that's the sundown town alarm. Wouldn't they get rid of that by now? It's 2025. It is 2020. You still got the alarm going on. Why? And why at 11 a.m.? Am I supposed to be in the house by 11 a.m.? What's going on? You can't be outside after 11 a.m.? All I know is, move to a place that you love that is more accepting and easier on you. Women thrive, and that's where ChatGPT comes into play. You need to ask ChatGPT, what's the best place to live for a single mama or a family or just a woman in general? Georgia is good for women. Business-wise, you can build a lot of business out in Georgia. If you're a woman, it's easier. North Carolina, is really good for women, especially single mamas. It's really good for women, So those are the places that you should go to thrive, to thrive, you know. If you're a man, I wouldn't go nowhere down south. You only go down south, you only live down south if you got something wrong. You got a whole bunch of baggage. You got a whole bunch of problems. Then go on down south and let those folks down south help you out. If you a man, you got problems, go on down south. Your driver license suspended, you got child support beating and whooping your butt every week and all that. You can barely live and make it where you at. You need to move on down south. They'll be a little bit lenient on you. They'll drag you into the courtroom and stuff. So and the judge will be like, "So what's your issues, sir?" Well, I've got 7 children. My driver's license is suspended. I'm barely working. I ain't got too much going on. And in the state that I was over in California, and I can't make it right now. And that judge will say, you know what? I hear you. I hear you. I see plenty of men like you come in my courtroom all the time. No job. About 10, 20 million children come in here, child support down. Can barely live. Some of y'all living on the street in some of those Democratic states. They like to blame the Democrats for everything. I know what you're going through. You know what? You ain't got to worry. We're going to set you up with a job here on my son's farm. And you can work over here. Mm-hmm. And you ain't got to worry about all that riffraff. You can work over here on my son's farm called Knuckleberry Farm. Come on down. And we give you a place to stay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We give you a place to stay and a job. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So for the men that going through it, your best place is down south. Go on down south. Talk to somebody. Somebody gonna give you something. And them women, they might take care of you, might feed you. Especially if you look good. Now, if you look bad, ain't nobody, people gonna be less likely to help you. So you better shape up, lose your gut, clip your toenail, put new drawers on before you go down south looking for help. Get your hair in order. Trim your beard down or something like that. Get the nose hairs trimmed up. You go down south, them women will fix you a hot meal if you look hot. You gotta look hot. You can't go down on your look. You down on your look and then looking a mess. Then ain't nobody gonna help you. You gotta look good. You gotta look halfway decent. Okay, get that back hair trimmed up. Get them bitties. Get them bitties in shape. Okay, you gotta get that in shape. You gotta do some iron, do some pull-ups. Get to that playground or somewhere. Gym. Do some pull-ups, chin-ups somewhere. And get busy. And go on down there and beg for you a job and a place to and a place to stay. You won't even have to beg if you look good. Some people out here talking about, I can't find a date. I can't find no woman, no man. I can't find somebody. Look at yourself. Look at the state you living in and make a decision. Either it's you or it's the place you live. And you got to make a decision and move. Okay? You may have... Look at the back. Look at back. You may have to make a crucial decision and move somewhere else. If you ain't thriving where you are, go. Fly like a bird and move on. Some of y'all be scared to leave. Leave. leaves. You keep meeting the same person over and over again, like Groundhog Day. You keep meeting the same woman, same man all the time. Yeah, all these women is the same. Every woman I meet, they want me to take them on a date. If you want a woman that don't want to go on a date, you need to move to an area where everybody cousins. Move to an area where the whole area, everybody is cousins and stuff. Move there because they don't need no date. They don't need no date. So move there where everybody is related and throw yourself in that mix. I don't know. Okay. All these women want a date. I don't know why they want to go on a date. So change your environment. Go somewhere else. Go do something new. I feel like I want to go, do something new too. Go change up. But I don't know what city. I don't know what environment I could move to really because I'm so used to being in Indiana. So I don't know what environment. I don't know what I would fit. I don't think I'm a California person. I'm definitely not a New York person. I'm not that. I'm not a New Yorker. I can't stand it. I like Chicago, but I'm really not a Chicago person either. I need down south without the racism. I need something like that. I don't know what place that would be that is racism free. I need one of them. People sitting on the porch sipping on lemonade. That the price is right. I need the women that are in the kitchen making biscuits from scratch. I need to be around that environment. It's a little slowed down, but not too country, because I don't want to be on no farm or nothing like that. I don't do farm activities. I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy, not do. I'll enjoy, but not do. Okay? That's what I want to do. So, enjoy and not do. Enjoy watching somebody make a pie from scratch. I can do that. I don't want to do it, but I can enjoy watching. So what have we learned today? We have learned today that you need to change your place, change your environment, change yourself, go try something new, buy quality sometimes, not always cheap stuff. We have learned a lot today. We have learned a lot. And that ChatGPT is your friend and your enemy rolled into one. That's what we have learned today. Now, I have to take a brief break, but I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back in an hour. I'll be back in an hour because I had time today. Somebody told me I don't stream long enough. What am I supposed to do? I'm not Kai Sinai. I'm not streaming for no 30 days, 30 nights, all night, all day. If people want to see me go to the bathroom, go in the kitchen 20 times. What you want to see? So, I'll be back in an hour. Give you guys a break. And I'll be back for my late night people. Because there's people I still have not seen because they come on at night and I'm not normally here at night. So I'll be back. Bye, Sanchez. Bye, Woo Woo.